right, so I'm gonna go over the sticks that I use for this year, and the and what I stand on when I'm saddle hunting. Obviously, when I use a stand, it doesn't matter. But so originally I bought a 4-pack of the Lone Wolf sticks, and I can get to 16 feet with 4 of these sticks pretty easy, not making any crazy like steps or anything like that. If I want to stretch it, I can get to about 18 feet, and then I can hang my stand where I'm like stepping up onto the stand, and I can get my stand to 19, 20 feet. But so I never did stand on these when I was saddle hunting, because it's just an aluminum single peg. So what I did, I used to stand on top of a Ranger stick, a Steel Hawk Ranger stick, and that was what I thought was pretty ideal. I didn't have a problem, but I also didn't know what I was missing. I added a topper, and I always figured that if I didn't like the topper, at least it would be there so I could stand on it when I'm hanging my stands. Because when you get to the top and you're ready to hang your stand, it's nice sometimes to have like a little bit of a working something to stand on. But the main reason I got it was saddle hunting. Just as an added bonus, it's easier to stand on. So I flop back and forth between using those steel Ranger sticks and using these. In the back of my mind, I kind of wanted a double stick. So this year I got these XOP doubles, and figured out real quick that I couldn't get very high. So I got an 8er, and with this 8er, it lets me start my first stick higher than I can start my Lone Wolf stick. And then I've got to have more of a space in between them. So if I can, when I can use both hands and grab onto this, I can actually make a wider step than I can on those. So with this 8er and some effort, I get to the same height. 4 of these gets me the same height as 4 of those by the fact that I can step with either foot. And this little bit kind of equalizes it. And I haven't stood on top of these yet, but if I had to, I could stand on top of these because it's a double step. It's got 2 screws. It's thicker metal. These sticks are actually the same weight. When I'm carrying 4 of these, it's kind of feels like carrying 4 of those. So there's no weight saving. I don't know why. I guess this tubing, this like corrugated looking tubing, is heavier or something. I don't know. But I'm probably, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some Versa links, and I'm kind of fed up with the straps and the buckles. I've got you can see I got tire tubing around this one, because I was tired of it hitting together. I've seen people put tape on them. There's silence tape on my TETHRD buckle. I probably will leave that strap on my platform, but on my sticks, I'm fixing to go to those Versa links and try those. It goes right over the button real quick. But I mean, this is it's a more solid stick than those. They don't flex at all. These have a lot of flex to them. They torque this way and they flex in and out. These, I don't have any directional torque, and they don't, no matter what I do, I don't feel any flexing. I feel flex in those. And whenever you stand off the side and watch someone climb those, you see a lot of flex. But so those are 2 sticks that I use, and that's what I used to stand on. And now I stand on a Predator XL, and it's like a life-changing, being able to stand with your feet further out, or put your feet on this, or stand. I'll even turn around. I'll even stand on this thing like this when I'm like tired of just, I need to get some weight off of everything. I'll just stand like this, and it's really not much different than standing on a regular tree stand. And then you can just turn around, you know, and go back to leaning when you're in your saddle. But yeah, I've stood on that thing before, just with my back to the tree for a long time, to give my hips arrest from hip pinch or whatever. But yeah, I didn't know how heavy these were going to be. I like this little attachment thing right here because they go together a lot better. My Lone Wolves, they're all over the place. They don't stack worth a crap, you know. These stack a lot better because of these things. Without these things, they would be all over the place. So I don't know, if I ever buy another stick, I'll probably buy some that stack and lock up really nice. I'll either get like a Hawk, but I think as long as you got an 8er, you can go with short sticks, man. I'm not gonna go back to a long stick. I'm gonna get short. The next purchase will be a short stick with the tall standoffs and double steps. I should have got double. Novix has got a deal going on double steps. Maybe I could get, I'm not gonna get anything because the season's almost over, but yeah, that's what I do. I stand on this, I stand on that, or I stand on this. Those are the 3 ways that I saddle hunt, depending on how far I have to walk. And sometimes if I have to sit in my lock on all day, I have an XOP lock on that I hunt out of, the Evolution. I'll take my saddle in my backpack. If I get tired of sitting, I'll put my saddle on and lean for a while in my tree stand, and then your feet are real far out there. It's very comfortable to saddle hunt with a tree stand. That's probably the best of both worlds, honestly. But anyways, that's all there is to it. I'll probably I've got the rope. I got some PMI accessory cord to do rope mods on those, and then I got it done. It sags a lot. I weigh 215 pounds. It moves a lot. So I decided I would just stick with the straps. But the Versalinks, they don't have the stretch that PMI, even though they call it static climbing rope on that accessory line, it stretches a lot. But anyway, so like I was saying, the Versalink is am steel, and it doesn't stretch at all. I've seen the stick flex, but I haven't seen the am steel line stretch. So trying to think if I've left anything out. That's about it. I mean, that's the 3 things I use when I'm saddle hunting, and I use this and this whenever I'm in my hanging stands. I prefer hanging stands with these. Carrying them, it's kind of awkward. There's no good way. They make some stick caddies that I see people put on their tree stands, but honestly, there's no good way. I usually wear my stand on my back. I carry my sticks in my one hand and my bow in the other, and I just take out walking. And I'm not one of those people that tries to get my stand and my sticks strapped nice and neat and tidy, because when I take it down and I'm moving it, I do the same thing. I throw it all together, put my stand on my back, and I take off. If I need to move 100 yards because I see deer going around me, like deer are going, they're not where I'm at set up, hell, there's times whenever I hold them under my arm and run over there, set it up, and walk back, get my bow and my backpack and run over there. So I don't know. I don't fool with any systems that bundle them, or systems that you know, lock down to your stand and your sticks. And it's pretty and it looks good and it doesn't rattle or make noise, but usually I'm just going through the woods like a bull in a china shop. I just get all my gear and go straight to where I'm going as fast as possible. And when I get down and I'm taking all this down after I've been sitting in the tree all day long for 10 hours, I don't sit there and put it all together with a headlamp on and then walk a mile back to my truck. I literally put my stand on my back, grab my sticks, and these things right here, I put these around my stick and I cinch the crap out of it, and I pick this, and then I pick my sticks up in my bow and I just walk. I don't know. The systems are cool though, but I just haven't started using one, or don't really take the time to put one together. I've got some in when I put stuff together in my garage, I might put it all together like that where it looks nice and neat. But by the end of the season, I have sticks in my truck, sticks in the garage, sticks in the woods, stands in the woods, stands in my truck. I mean, I have crap strode out everywhere. So I'm usually trying to piece together a set. I don't have a matching set of anything that stays together. It's just me, you know, when I come up with an idea somewhere I want to hunt, I'm getting the first available sticks and stand or whatever I need to get up in the tree and get in that area. So anyways, it doesn't matter to me how they attach. I'm just saying I would, if I was buying different, I wouldn't buy these brands if I was going to spend my hard-earned money right now. I would, you don't know until you've bought them, until you've used them. And I don't trust a lot of opinions. Some people are biased on the internet and they say like, they say Lone Wolf is the greatest that's ever made anything in the history of hunting. But I mean, there's companies now coming out with stuff that's, I like those bee sticks, man. Those bee sticks are they're pretty slick the way they stack and the way that this standoff fits together in the double step. Looks pretty neat. And they've got a hole going through there. You just put a piece of all thread, tighten it down. That seems pretty slick, so I don't know. Maybe a year from now, I'm making a video saying that I got a set in there, whatever. But I'm not ever saying that anything's too loud. I haven't used anything that was overly loud. I haven't used anything that was overly inconvenient or hard to use. It's all good stuff. It's all easy to use in this day and age. But anyways, that's my platforms. And that's kind of how I get up in the tree and get situated. Thanks.